Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Julie with Bookshelf by Julie. Today I'm working on getting a start for the tall journal, the sort of traveler's notebook type journal. Okay, so I've got a little signature sort of together, and I've got a front cover that I'm gonna chop, and then the back will be that. And then I'm going to mat this for the inside pieces. But before I do any and all of that, what I'm going to do is get this. I'm going to use a file folder. Now I have already chopped off the end of the file folder because I didn't want it to be a whole lot bigger than this. I mean, I got about a quarter. Yeah, about a quarter-ish or an eighth on each end. And this is the length of the US letter size paper. So that's what I did. If you have the little bit longer paper, then don't chop your file folder. It should be fine that way, right? Okay, so what I'm going to do now, this is going to be a while before I sew this in, but I needed this for measurement purposes, okay? What I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in here so that I'm going to leave at least a quarter of an inch from the fold for the journal. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this in to make a pocket, okay? On both sides. So what I need to do is, to get my score straight-ish, this is going to be the end of the, it's going to be the width of the journal, okay? So I wanted it to be about half an inch wider than this signature plus that quarter, because I'm going to be putting more stuff in it. So yeah, this is just me figuring things out. So okay, so yeah, I'm going to do it that way. I've got some more pages, of course, I'm going to put in here. And even if I do decide to put a wider spine instead of just folding it in half, I've got the option if I give myself more room here and over here on this one. So, yeah, because I could do, you know, I could fold this and give myself a little bit of a spine. Maybe that's what I should do before I get too crazy about this, right? Okay, because it's not even here now, which makes this pocket bigger, which is fine. I mean, I don't mind that. But what if I did a score about, yeah, half an inch. That would probably take up the slack, okay? So I'm gonna do that. Like I said, this is just me figuring things out. This is not a concrete thing. I'm just gonna put my score line down through here, like so, and that should take up the slack of, should, you know, they're about the same. They're about the same now when you figure out that that's a spine. Okay, that works better for me. Now, I didn't use the score lines that were already in there, except for this one here, the one that was the natural fold of the folder. I went a half an inch from that one the other way, right? Just trying to be clear here. Okay, so I'm going to give myself half an inch spine. That will help a lot, I think. Just make sure you're straight, which it looks like it is. Now, Now I'm going to put this in here and figure out where I want my pocket to fold into, right? Because I am going to fold these in instead of having them as a just chop them off. I think if I fold them in, that gives more stability to the journal. And so I am going to give myself that 1/2 inch ish. I'm just eyeballing that. Okay, 1/2 inch from there, I'm going to score that. And then from this one, I'm still giving myself that 1/4 because you need, in my mind, I need goof up room, okay? it's the way it is. And I'm giving myself about 1/2 inch over here. Okay, so I'm going to score that on that line. I'm just going to line it up on this scoreboard on a score line because this is a large piece. Just hold it really still, okay? Because they can go off, and I just want this to fold up straight-ish as much as possible. And yeah, I always use my scoreboard sideways. It's just how I am. Okay, so I've got that one scored. Looks okay. Let me line this one up with a score line and hopefully keep it on track. You never know, you know? Okay, let me move this out of the way and we'll see what we've got. As long as I don't cause a craft to latch, okay? All right, we've got this one scored and folded. Yeah, now when you're working with file folders, you do have to work with them. They're not always going to do exactly what you want them to do, but if you get real serious with them, they'll behave. Yep. And if they don't, if there's a little bit of overlap, like this is exactly straight and this is a little bit over, I'll probably eventually just trim that. So, you know, I don't worry about that too much, okay? And let's fold this one like so. That one's a little, well, it's a little more straight. Yeah, file folders are nice. They're really good to work with, but you do have to work with them. That's the thing. Okay, so now we've got a long, tall journal base. Okay, now that's the way I'm going with this. This is going to be here. Oh, this is going to be so cool. And these are going to be, I'm going to make gussets for these pockets. They'll be gusseted on both sides, and they'll hold quite a bit of whatever you want to put in there. So that's our journal base. So if you're crafting along with me, that's what I did for that. I give you some measurements, but really it's work with your file folder, whatever size you have. This pocket is going to be 3.5. This one's going to be 3 3/4. And this is probably the back, and this is probably the front. You know, that kind of thing. My file folder is, well, it should be just above the, I'll put my ruler around the right way. I chopped mine because I needed to. So it's 11 and 2, 3. I'm not good with the in-betweens. It's 11 1/4.5. It's the next line past a 1/4. So I just chopped it, like I said, to be just a teeny bit taller because it's long anyways. So I didn't want it to be super long. And if you have, you know, the longer paper, then, you know, go ahead and do that. Now, of course, I'm going to put fabric on my spine because it's file folder. I mean, it's pretty good stuff, but still, I do not want to take a chance with sewing through here and having a problem. If I put fabric on here, it's all good. Okay? So this is just the beginning of this And like I said, I'm going to mat the inside. I'm going to, you know, I hope you guys are going to make this with me. I think it's going to be really fun and cool. If you don't want your pockets so deep, since it's going to be a tall, narrow journal, you can trim them off. I just sort of wanted to leave the file folder look of it, I guess. And I'll mat this, and this, and this, you know, the whole thing, how we do. And the front will be this. I'm matting on the inside with that, and maybe another contrasting color from the background pages. The front will be matted to where you've got some room around it. I'm probably going to be chopping right up the middle of that gate, probably. I want some room, maybe almost 1/4 inch border around what I'm putting on the front, and then the rest of it's going to go on the back with the water wheel and the house and all that. So, yeah, that'll go on the back, like so. So, it's a beginning. We start out figuring things out, sorting through what we got and how we're going to use it, and then we start using it, okay? This is the signature cover that comes with the kit. So it's it just makes a really pretty presentation to have this in, and this will be an all writing signature. I double side printed the inside. So the other pages for the journal, for the vertical journal, are going to be in here as well. Just this is the writing signature. So yeah. All right. That's the beginning. That's where we're starting. File folder. Put your little signature together so that you know where to score. Just get your stuff started. Get printed out, and we're gonna make us a little narrow, tall journal. I don't know. Can't get it in shot. So, yep. Get started. I'm gonna come back next couple of videos or whatever, whenever I bring this back in, and I'll have it matted and pockets gusseted and closed down, and I'll show you what I'm going to do with the next part, because I'm going to use the other pages in the tall vertical journal for some interactive pages and putting elements on and stuff. So it's good to use that 1/2 inch spine, because I'm going to make it a little fluffy. Okay. All right. I'm rambling now. So, but that's what I do when I first start a project. I have to go in and do this and this and this and ponder and sort through things and all that kind of razzmatazz. You guys get to this point. Get your file folder ready, because we're going to have some fun with this one. And of course, yes, I'm going to make a journal with the horizontal papers as well. Absolutely, absolutely. It's just beautiful paper pack. We're going to have fun with it, for sure. All of it. All of it. Okay. You guys take care. Please like and subscribe, pretty please. Thanks for watching. TTFN.